What's up, everybody? Cigar Sherpa Laird Mayhew back with another cigar review, and today I've got the Enclave Broadleaf by AJ Fernandez and Toro. Stay tuned.
I can smoke stogies in my house, first of all, because her father introduced me to stogies, and second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
All right. Welcome back to another review here at Cigar Sherpa. I, of course, am your host, Laird Mayhew. And if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. And as always, if it's not your first time here, welcome back. All right, so as my intro said, today I've got the Enclave Broadleaf by AJ Fernandez. Not a new cigar, popular cigar, one that you should have in your arsenal. It's one that I have smoked, but I've never reviewed it. Every time I smoke this cigar, it's always in a social setting. So, when we do cigar reviews, it's just me, no distractions, and nobody's around, and I'm not talking, I'm not listening. I'm just really focusing on the cigar. Every time I've smoked, this one has been in an atmospheric, conversation, having a drink, talking to some people. So I didn't really pay as much attention to the cigar. So today I'm going to give it my undivided attention and go ahead and review it. So it is the Enclave Broadleaf. There's the Enclave that's not Broadleaf, and I can't remember what the makeup. Maybe it had a Cameroon binder and a Mexican San Andreas. No, it had the Ecuador Habano Rosado wrapper with the Cameroon binder. Good cigar. But this one, it's all Nicaraguan filler and Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro wrapper. And the wrapper is freaking exquisite. It looks like it's got a double cap on there. Is that triple or double? I can't tell. I'm going to call it a double cap. Very, very tight. Visible seams, but tight. Not a whole lot of vein. Just a nice oily sheen. Very hardy wrapper on that thing. Beautiful band too. It's got like native guy, headdress, Native American Indian, riding off on his horse. It's pretty cool. All right. Got a barnyard smell, very nice, and like a very sweet hay. But there's a spicy note to the smell as well. All right, I'm going to give this thing a cut, a light, come back, tell you what I think about it. Stay tuned. All right. Whew. Right from the light up here. Besides the very, very spicy retrohale, I've got a very, I've got a lightly sweet cedar on the palate. Definitely a cedar there. Maybe a touch of leather, but there's a sweetness, and that retrohale is got me on fire right now. Give me a second. Black pepper, but there's also there's a spice to it, like right off the bat. Normally that kind of develops. Usually you just get that burned black pepper, but this has got like a spiciness to it, but it's black pepper predominant. Maybe a leathery cedar. And a cocoa, but like a bitter cocoa, almost an espresso, just at the end of the espresso, that bitterness that is there, but it's got like a sweet cocoa-y, chocolatey flavor. Anyway, let's let this bad boy develop. I'll get into the first third and come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back. We are in the first third of this cigar. We are about 15 minutes into it. I did not mention this is a Toro size. It's 6.5 inches, 54 ring gauge. We're going to be sitting here for a minute. Well, anyway, a little bit of news here. Just catch up on some news since the last review. We hit 100 subscribers. Hey, I know that's not a big deal to a bunch of people, especially on YouTube. They got 9,000 and 100,000, especially some cigar reviewers out there got 100,000 followers. I mean, that's very impressive. You know, very much respect for that. To my kids that watch YouTube videos where these guys have millions of followers and they're making $80 million a year on YouTube. I mean, but for me, just started off about 2.5, 3 months ago, right at the end of December or January, right at the beginning of January. And, don't get paid for it, not looking for any money, just kind of an extension of the passion and hobby. I like cigars. I love cigars. I'm passionate about them. I like to smoke them, feel them, smell them. I like to read about them, watch documentaries on them. Like I said, most of my friends, it's what we do. If we're not smoking cigars, we're talking about cigars that we smoke, that we want to smoke. And when we are to get, we're smoking cigars and all that. So 100 subscribers. Thank you to all the subscribers out there. I have not had time. I've actually been really busy this last week with everything going on. I'm going to put together a giveaway, and I just haven't figured out, how I'm going to go about it. But I will. I'm going to sit down today, and I am going to figure out a giveaway because we got 100 subscribers, and that's a big deal to me, and I appreciate all the support. So, elephant in the room. Just want to address it. Don't want to get too far into it. Coronavirus. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's doing what they need to do that makes them feel comfortable about it. It's been pretty tough over here for me. Not so much. I mean, my business is still going. I'm still working. Everybody that I come in contact with is just, we're okay. We're still shaking hands. We're still, interacting as normal. But they closed everything down. So now I got 3 kids out of school, at home, pretty much being homeschooled. Got my wife's business. Her office has closed up, and she's in my office. And my daughter goes to college at East Carolina University. Of course, they closed all that down. So there's 6 of us in this house. I'm blessed. I have a nice-sized house, but still getting cooped up in the house, making sure the kids are going outside, doing their baseball practice, doing their homework, on top of all of that. And just at the end of the day, you feel like you haven't left the house enough. And, so I'm not really for all of this. But if you're a cigar smoker, you've probably ramped up your cigar consumption. And that's always a good thing. Maybe it'll last a week or 2 and then we can get back to normal, I hope. And I really hope this is not the new norm. But, if you're one of those people at risk, be safe. If you're A blood, blood type A, and you're over 70 and you've got an autoimmune disease that makes you susceptible to, other viruses, then definitely stay indoors, batten down the hatches, stay away from people. Me, I'm O positive, and I'm 42, and I'm not too concerned about it. So that's just me. Anyway, we don't have to worry about it because we're basically communicating through the internet here. So back to this cigar, which is why we are here and why you are still tuned in. If you're still tuned in, if you're not bored by my rant or sidetrack, I think I'll let the cigar go out. Here we go. So it really hasn't changed flavor-wise, but it has really developed. The sweetness is like a core sweetness that's there. It's got a good leather note, like a fine leather, kind of like my travel door, which also my holster. It's got like that dark cocoa is there, but it's like a bitter cocoa, bitter cocoa. I would say dark chocolate, but it's more of a cocoa and bitter. The retrohale, the black pepper on the retrohale is still there, but it just doesn't have that bite to it, the flavor. But there's a very good spice on the retrohale. Okay, so you get a lot of that. I don't get no spice really, except for that linger and tingle. But as I exhale through the retrohale, I get like a good baker spice, like a good cinnamon, nutmeg. Good toasty quality there. And the cedar's still there in the background. So, earthy cedar, bitter cocoa, spice, black pepper. Very good cigar. It's burning pretty good. I think I just kind of ruined the burn because I started running my mouth and it went out and then I had to relight it. So let me get into the second third of the cigar, come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We are in the second third here. We are just to that first AJ Fernandez band. And let me tell you, I don't even have to say it. You see AJ's name everywhere. You wonder where the man finds the time to put his name on so many cigars. Not only his own cigars, but man, he does like the catalog blends, like the Ave Maria, the Diesel, I think, is a catalog blend. I don't know where the man finds the time, but I appreciate his efforts because just about everything that's got his name on it is good, that I've enjoyed. And I've been smoking some good cigars here lately. There's a new one out, a new line, or an old line brought back. And I don't even know who from. I just smoked it the other day, the El Borracho. Okay, very good cigar. The Viaje Jalapeno. That was a good cigar. I'm trying to find a box of them, but they seem to be all sold out. I think JR's has got some that I'm going to be looking into. But let's get back to this thing. Second, third. It has really smoothed out here in the second third, and I am just at about 37 minutes into this cigar, and I'm just at like maybe the halfway point. So it's burning really slow. It's burning really good. Construction's beautiful. The draw is perfect. It's gotten really smooth. Okay, there is that dark, like a silky finish that leaves like a nice black coffee flavor. It still has that cocoa-y, but on the bitter side of cocoa. I think there's a name for that. There's a type of chocolate, and I'm not familiar with it. I've had it once or twice, but it's a real bitter chocolate. Retrohale is still real smooth. Got to get most of the spice that you're getting in this thing is coming, or that I'm getting, is in the retrohale. Good black pepper, but no burn. Hardly any pepper finish as far as tingling. Maybe on the tongue a little bit, but good cinnamon, nutmeg, baker's spice in the retrohale. Sweetness on the palate. The leather is kind of subsided. Okay, the coffee is kind of taken over the leather, so that's gone. But and the cedar that was there, that woody flavor that was there in the beginning, is kind of gone. So right now I'm kind of looking at a cocoa coffee. Would that be mocha? I'm not sure. And spice. Good creamy smoke, leaves a nice silty, silky, oily finish, and that sweetness, it's good. So I'm going to keep going, get into the final third, come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back. We are in the final third of this cigar. Just at the final third. My phone's ringing off the hook, and I really got to get to work. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm about 45 minutes into this thing. It's burning really good. I was on the phone, so I kind of let it go out. This thing has a perfect draw, perfect construction. Burned really good all the way through. Here in the final third, the only thing I can say is the strength ramps up. Okay, it gets a little bit more strength. It's a full-bodied cigar. It's about a medium-strength cigar until you get about to the band, then it ramps up to full strength. Flavors are about the same. It's gotten a little sweeter, a little more earthy, so you got that sweet, earthy core. Okay, a lot of the nuances, like the bitter chocolate, kind of goes away, and just kind of like a sweet chocolate with that dark coffee. Creamy smoke, very good spice too. That's another thing that ramped up here that I totally slipped my mind. So I looked down at my notes. You get this that spice, that baker spice that's there with that sweetness. It just kind of ramps up. It's on the palate now. You can taste it. It's in the retrohale. Good cigar, good silky smooth finish. And if you're not into flavor nuances and you're just a tobacco guy, this has got very rich, dark, sweet tobacco core flavors, and you're going to enjoy it. So, Cigar Sherpa, Laird Mayhew, reminding you to be polite to everybody that you meet, but always have a backup plan in case you got to shoot them in the face, especially with the apocalypse coming. So, stock up on ammo, and I'm out.